So in this example, this is a pretty basic one. We have a bag with 5 green balls and 2 white balls, and we are going to draw a tree diagram for 2 poles out of the bag. So because we only have 2 colors, we're going to draw a V coming off. And this one is going to be green at the top, white at the bottom. So the probability of getting a green ball is 5 out of total of 7. White ball is 2 out of total of 7. Okay, so that's for ball number 1. This is number 1. Those are your 2 options. Then off of that, you have ball number 2, which will come off. Same thing, you'll have the 2 colors. You'll have the green, you'll have the white. And because you are putting the ball back in the bag, nothing changes with your probabilities. It is still 5 out of 7 to get a green, 2 out of 7 to get a white. This is for ball number 2. So this would be a tree diagram for all of the ways that you can do a 2-ball pole with replacement. So if I wanted a green green, that would be here and here. If I wanted one of each color, that would be a green white or a white green. Okay, you can find all the probabilities on here and circle them and then add up what they are. So now we're going to look at one with without a replacement. So let's take the same scenario, and instead we are keeping the first pulled ball out. So the main thing here is that the first probability doesn't change, right? It's still 5 out of 7 and 2 out of 7 to get the green or the white. But what happens is that your numbers in the back here go down, or they get adjusted. So we're going to fix these up a little bit here. So same thing. I have green, I have white, I have green, I have white. So your total left is going to be out of 6 now. So all of these will be out of 6 because I kept my 1 ball out for my first pull. So on this one, you just have to be careful with what is left in the bag. So on this first pathway, if I pulled a green first, that means if I was to go along this track, there would be 1 less green in the bag, so there would be only 4 left. But there would still be 2 whites because I didn't pull any whites out. The one thing that you can do to double check yourself is that these probabilities, right, the branches of your tree, need to add to a total of 1. So the 5 and the 7 in our first ball pick, the 5 and the 2 add to 7 in our first ball pick, the 4 and the 2 add to the 6. So that's a quick double check that you can do. Going along the bottom, we have a white being pulled. So that means there's 1 white left in the bag. And then if you go along the green, there are still 5 green. And if you were to total these up, they would be 6. 5 and 1 makes 6 out of 6. So that is a very basic tree diagram for a with replacement or without replacement, with a common example with pulling different colored marbles from a bag.